me see those hands. Come on.
Thank you so much. A song from my previous album called Play. How about it for my incredible guitar player I brought with me tonight here, Johann Frank. Well, I'll tell you what, this feels like you guys are just sitting in my living room, and we're just having a little get-together, except my living room is not on a ship. But it sort of feels like it. I am so happy to be here. I'm so honored to be back at the Seabreeze Festival, Jazz Festival, which I think is one of the premier jazz festivals in the world. I'm so happy you guys are here. We're going to just have some fun. We're just going to jam away. Is that cool with you? All right. Well, this song right here is a song that almost did not get recorded. We were finished with our session, but we continued, and we're happy we did, because it became a very, very popular song for me called Midnight Drive. right, all right. Midnight Drive. Well, what I was thinking? I was such a big fan growing up. I grew up in Copenhagen, Denmark. Nobody knows where Copenhagen, Denmark is. Oh. Anybody knows? Just 5 miles down the street from Destin? No, that's not true. I grew up in Copenhagen, Denmark, and I was such a big fan of horn bands. You know what I'm talking about? Chicago. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. But of course, you can't leave out one of the greatest, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Can we do a little of one of our very favorite Earth, Wind, and Fire songs? I know it's one of Becky's for sure, but I'm thinking you guys know it too, or you think it too. So, can we do it? All right, well, this is one of mine. Oh, yeah. Well, there's nothing like an Earth, Wind, and Fire party, right? All right, so getting back to that question from earlier on, who is my biggest influence? Well, right now, so as I just mentioned to you that I have a brand new album out, and on this album, I played a musical tribute to one of my heroes, and probably most other hero of my fellow sax players. We're talking about David Sanborn. And, it's a very interesting story because this song I'm going to do for you right now is one of my all-time favorite David Sanborn songs. And when I saw him the very last time, last December, we spoke about this song. And to my surprise, we started talking about, like, what is your favorite song of mine and all of this stuff. And I said, well, where do I begin? But the one that really stands out for me is this song called Goodbye. And he goes, I don't remember that one. I could not believe it. But he said, you know what? But that's okay, because this is what music does. As long as it resonates with you, then I feel I have done my job. And that was so true. A few months later, we lost David. But we're so lucky we have all that beautiful music, his musical legacy. So right now, what I'd like to do for you is the song that I recorded on my new album, sort of my tribute to the master, my the guy that I grew up listening to, the reason why I became a sax player, Mr. David Sanborn. Here is Goodbye. Thank you so much, the great David Sanborn. Oh, I love this song so much. Hey, is it okay if we do another one from the new album? Well, this is the title track called On the Scene. Brand new music right there, the title track from my latest album, On the Scene. Oh, well, you know what I was thinking is, so going back to growing up in Europe, there was a song that came on in 1979. And when that came on, I was 10 years old, and that came on the radio. And my ears went way up because there was a saxophone riff would turn out to be the chorus of the song that just was the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. And any guesses so far what song that is? Not yet. Okay. Well, this song I ended up much later in my life, obviously recording. I recorded it twice. I'm talking about a song by a guy named Jerry Rafferty, and the song is called Baker Street. Does that ring a bell? One person, it rings a bell. Well, we need more bells than that. Two. And I think you'll remember it once you hear the song. But this song I recorded twice, and both had fantastic vocalists on there. The first time was a guy from American Idol called Asia Young, and then the second time, the great Javier Colon, who was the winner of American Idol Season 1. Now, they're not here. Neither one are here. So I'm going to attempt to do a duet with myself. You didn't know that was possible, huh? Well, let's see what happens. This song right here, of course, one of the greatest sax riffs in the world, called Baker Street. Right? That sax riff? That's right. I mean, it's like an anthem right there. I was like, yep, I got to play the saxophone. It is not a flute. It is not a clarinet. It is a saxophone. Well, as Becky mentioned earlier, I've been so fortunate in my career. My first album came out in 1997, and at that point till now, I've been so fortunate with all of the music that has ended up on radio. And of course, Becky used to be in radio. Thank you so much for supporting the music. Thank you so much for supporting the artist. And, you know, we couldn't do it without you. And the next couple of songs is a little bit back in my career, but I do want to say this. So right now, I have a brand new single on the radio that was the #1 most added on Billboard last week, called Dreamy Night, and that is also from the new album. Now, with that being said, so some of you may know that about 5 years ago, when I turned 50, I decided to not only get married, but also have kids. A little late in my life, but it happened. And I have 2 kids now. And one of the questions I get asked a lot is like, are they going to be musicians? Is, you know, your little boy, is he going to play the saxophone? And I don't know yet. My girl, she is a great dancer. My little guy loves music. I tell you what he does. So, of course, all our friends, everybody sends toy saxophones, right? I have more toy saxophones at the house than I know what to do with. But one thing he does know what to do is this. He's got the moves, but nothing comes out of it. So So maybe we'll see. My girl, who's a little older, my song will come on the radio, and she goes, "That's great, Dad. But I like music with words." That's as much as I get at the house, just so you know. So I certainly appreciate you very much, Becky, for supporting my music. Not so much getting that from my kids, but that's okay. So I want to go back and do a couple of songs early on in my career. There was this one song here that came out in 2004 on my Stay With Me album. And this song, believe it, to this day, is still my #1 most streamed song on Spotify. And it's called Pacifica. Pacifica, all right. You guys remember that one? Awesome. Well, the next song is a song that I did with a gentleman who's one of the headliners for this year's Seabreeze Jazz Festival. He and I have worked together so much over the years, for the last 20 years, and have always had so much fun working in the studio and on the road, and for all his amazing thing that he does. I'm talking about Brian Culbertson. And the videos that he's making now, I mean, it's just so much fun to watch what he is doing. Such a talented guy. And we wrote a lot. He's been involved very much in my career throughout the years. Wrote some of my biggest songs, produced them, like Show Me and You and I, and this next song, too, called Road Trip. Oh, I got to find it. There it is. Johann Frank on the guitar, huh? Originally from Switzerland. You got 2 Europeans in Florida. Even though I really can't claim that card anymore. I've been here for 35, 36 years, something like that. So, see, we're just making stuff up now. He's like, what? So, talking about making up stuff, we're so lucky up here because we get to create magic with each other, for you, and we can just make it up. That's what we do. We're not confined to any box. We can go way outside. We can go over here. We can go over here. And it's such a beautiful conversation, which is really what it is. It's a conversation that we have, and then we have the same conversation with you. And yeah, the traveling is hard to get here and all that stuff, but you know, it really fades away. All of the trials and tribulations of all of that stuff fades away when you're here in front of you, because you make it all worth it. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for you. I know you coming from all over the place, not just the U.S., but all over the world. You chose to be here this weekend. You chose to be here right now. And that doesn't get past me at all. I think about that a lot. I feel like, how fortunate am I to be able to do what I love to do, and you guys show up. Can you give yourself a round of applause? I'll certainly do that to you, because that is so special to me. And this song here that I want to do for you, while I'm at it, I might as well pay a little tribute to one of the great masters, improvisers, magicians of music. He's mostly known as a producer, but he did all of these amazing solo records. I'm talking about Quincy Jones. And you know, this song here is one of my all-time favorite songs to play live. And now that he's gone too, it takes on a new meaning, because I can feel the musical, the strength that it's pulling, and I can feel his presence when I play this song. And I want to pay tribute to the amazing Quincy Jones with this song that's been recorded by many. You've heard it in many different versions, and that's the beauty of it. Here's my version of Everything Must Change. Everything must change. Oh, I love that song so much. You guys are amazing. Can you come on the road with me? Yeah. That'd be so great if you could. So my previous album was an album called Looking Ahead, and it's so interesting because every time you make new music, you know, I get asked a lot, like, do you know which song is going to end up on radio? Do you know which or not? And I have no clue. So I just make the music the way I feel it and hope for the best, basically. So I have somebody else picking the songs. I'm like, okay, great, go with that one. So this next song is kind of an oddity in many ways because 14 albums later, and I don't know how many singles, but this single was the third single off the album. And it ended up being my most successful single to date in my entire career. It went to #1 on Billboard in 4 weeks and stayed there for consecutive 7 weeks. And I don't think that has been done. I mean, and it's so funny because I called the guy up and I said, so what happened? What's going on? He goes, I don't know, because if I did, I would have made it the first single. I'd like to do that song for you right now, a song that I wrote because of an area I used to live in Los Angeles called the South Bay. Okay, here it is. I gotta find it. There you go. South Bay. Here we go. That's a fun song to play live, by the way. Can't wait to do that one tomorrow. Well, let's see. How are we doing on time? Can we keep going a little bit? Okay. You guys don't have anywhere to go? I hate to tell you, you ain't going nowhere right now. Alligators. I think you have to go on land to find that, no? You know what I want to know, by the way? Where's everyone from? I know everyone's coming from everywhere. Who traveled the furthest? Temecula, California. Okay. I'm not right next to you in Carlsbad, California. What else we got? St. Louis. I'm going to be in St. Louis very soon at the City Winery next month. Texas? Where in Texas? Okay, I won't be in Houston, but I'll be in Galveston and Dallas. Can you come see me? Okay, all right. Where else? Wait, hold on a second. Where? Seattle. Okay, Seattle, that's great. What about you guys down in the back? Hold on. What's that? I know we have some folks from Atlanta. A lot of folks from Atlanta. I love playing in Atlanta. I play this place called Maple House. I love that. Well, wherever you're from, think where? Oh, hey, listen. By the way, I strategically planned him because I'm playing music. The next song I'm going to play is a song that I recorded in Memphis. As you could probably tell, I love my soul music, right? And there was this little city called Memphis, Tennessee that had, many years ago, a little label called Stax Records. And I'd say they made some mighty fine music over there. Isaac Hayes, Otis Redding, the Stable Singers. Well, I don't have to be that old to listen to music, but that's the music I was listening to growing up. Jackie Wilson, Wilson Pickett. See, I love that kind of music. So I knew one day I was going to go to Memphis and record it, and I did. I recorded 3 albums in Memphis at Royal Studios, which, by the way, is the home of Al Green. And let me tell you, do you know about Royal Studios? Okay, so can I just tell you a little story? What's that? Boo Mitchell. That's my guy right there. No, it's my guy. Can I tell you a couple little things that happened at Royal Studios in Memphis, Tennessee? Okay, so, oh God, so many things happened. This is going to be fun. Well, we're not going anywhere, so I can tell you a couple fun stories. So by the way, the place has not been touched or cleaned since 1962. All the original instruments from Al Green are in their original place, the drum kit. And on my albums, I ended up hiring two brothers who was in Al Green's band called the Hodges Brothers. And they used to have a third brother who ended up passing away, but he's the guy that wrote all the songs with Al. But these two guys, the bass player and the organ player, and they played on all of the, Take Me to the River and Let's Stay Together, the whole deal. And the first thing I said, forgive me, I'm going to be a little bit of a dork right now, but you just got that organ, Hammond B3 organ fired up. Can you do something for me? He says, what's that? Can you play the organ part for Love and Happiness? Just for me? And he was like, boop, beep, boop, beep. The greatest thing in the world. I was totally geeking out. I'm sorry. It was just so cool. And by the way, so then a little bit further into the studio, I'll get to the music in a minute, but a little bit further into the studio, it was so great. There's an upside down Coca-Cola crates, also from probably the 50s or the 60s. They used to come in wooden crates, upside down, right as you walk into the control room. And I said to Boo, what's that? Why is this thing here? He goes, well, when Al used to do the recording sessions, he would stand in the middle of the room in that box. And this was, see, we're making stuff up again up here. So he would stand on this Coca-Cola crate and when get ready to record. And this is what he did on that crate. Okay? Still. Now you make me want to do the song. So anyway, it just, there's so much history in that room, and it was I did 3 albums there. So can we do one of those songs for you right now I did there? One of my tributes to Memphis, many tributes to Memphis. This one actually I titled for the main street down there in Memphis, Tennessee, called Beals. This is your last chance. Everybody get up. Come on. We're going to make this into a little dance party. Come on, everybody. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Johan. Play a little funk. We're going to take you on a little soul journey right now. You guys ready? Give it up for Johan on the guitar. Come on. Here we go. You guys ready? Check this out. Here we go. You guys are a lot of fun. You really are. I hope you had as much fun as we did up here. Thank you so much for being such an incredible audience. And I'll see you guys next time, right?
Wow. Give it up for Michael Lington and Johan on the guitar. Incredible. Can we give them a round of applause? I mean, absolutely incredible. They're going to be on the main stage tomorrow here at the Seabreeze Jazz Festival. So you get to see this all over again, but you'll have your full band. That's right. Yes. You brought some CDs, and he's going to hang around, take some photos, and sign CDs, some albums, and you know, the feeling with you and the audience is just incredible.
I mean, what a beautiful audience tonight.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
See, they don't want you to leave. They're saying one more. And
one more?
And I'm with them. Can you do one more?
Well.
Because like you said, we're not going anywhere. I think the dock is all the way over there.
Oh, is it really?
Yes. So maybe one more song? Come on, let's encourage them. You know, you guys want to hear one more song? Yes, yes. Michael, at least one more song.
At least one more song?
All right.
Let's do the thing. You guys want to sing, or you guys want to just jam? What do you guys want to do? I figured that. Okay. All right, here's another one out of Cut in Memphis called Uptown Groove. What a great night. Thank you, everyone. Wow.
We might have to do one more. We can't thank you enough for what you do. And the passion shows in when you're playing your sax. I mean, music is in your blood. We can tell that it is your true passion. Man, Johan, this was incredible. Just give it up for Johan. Very incredible.
And give it up for Becky Taylor for doing such a beautiful job. And, of course, Mark Carter for putting on one of the greatest festivals in the world.
It truly is the ultimate weekend of smooth jazz. Mark and Renee Carter, their family, have been doing this festival for 26 years. Thank you all so much for supporting live music, for selling out the festival, because we could not do it without you. For all of you that said you're here for the first time, we hope that you will make this your springtime tradition. Beautiful setting here in Panama City Beach, and once you get over to the park, you're going to have such a great time. We have an incredible lineup. Some of the biggest names in music are coming to play for you, so we're going to have a great time. Download the app. You'll have all of the information, including the schedule, at your fingertips. What time is your show tomorrow afternoon? Do you remember?
I believe it's 3:30.
Okay, perfect. 3:30.
I can't be exact sure, but I believe it's something like that.
Chris Dandring is going to kick things off. Lindsay Webster is performing. Gerald Albright. I mean, this is going to be a killer way to kick off the festival. But we thank you for coming on the dinner cruise. And a huge thank you going out to our sound engineer, Huxley, over here. Can we hear for Huxley? Everything's sounding good. Josh and his whole team with Sky Pro, they worked so hard getting some incredible footage of everything that's happening. Can we thank everyone here on the Solaris Yacht? the captain and the entire crew. Dinner was delicious, and they just took such good care of us. So can we give them a round of applause? So we will see you tomorrow. Some of you said you're going to be on the brunch cruise tomorrow, which is awesome. We will be right back here. Then we're going to head over to Aaron Besant Park, and showtime 1:30. I believe the doors open at noon. So again, download the app or go on the website. Do whatever you need to do. Don't miss any of this live music, and we're going to have a wonderful time. So thank you. This is a wonderful way to kick things off. Michael's going to hang around, sign some CDs. You heard some of those great songs on the new CD. So now take the music home with you. And he brought some albums. And so he'll take some photos and hang out and just being the great guy that he is. Just one of the nicest people on earth. So one more time for Michael Lington.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes. We'll see you on the main stage tomorrow.